I'm on the lookout for my next big opportunity, an experiential business. It's a fun and memorable, immersive experience that you typically do with friends or family. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry, generating rapid growth year after year. But there's a secret to this industry. It's knowing how to collect and monetize the customer data, getting consumers to come back over and over. Well, hello.
Hello. It's Mary.
How's everybody doing?
Great. Very well.
Good. I'm Marcus.
Hi, Marcus. I'm Lisa.
Lisa, nice to meet
likewise.
you.
And I'm Guy.
Guy, nice to meet you.
Kira.
Kira, nice to meet you.
Chris.
Chris, nice to meet you as well. What's the business?
We are at Field Station Dinosaurs, a brand of dinosaur science education. So anyhow, let's bring out tea.
Cool's gonna happen.
The mighty T-Rex, the mighty T-Rex. No one forgets the mighty T-Rex. There's one food-eating monster you haven't met yet. It's the mighty T-Rex. The mighty T-Rex, everybody!
So this is the star of our show. And of course, this is our puppeteer, Chris, who we just met a couple of minutes ago, is inside this guy making it work. And he's been fantastic.
Chris, I have to tell you, unbelievable. Unbelievable.
All right, T. Bye-bye, T.
Very special.
Yeah, we're very proud of it. I came from the not-for-profit world. So I brought over into the for-profit world all of the real belief in what you're doing is your mission. Our mission is we use dinosaurs to teach kids important lessons about the world today. What we have are live shows, musical shows. We have a lot of great puppetry.
And you've been doing this for how long?
14 years. This will be our 15th. It's 2 parks. We have a location here in New Jersey.
Okay.
And we have a location outside of Wichita, Kansas, in Derby, Kansas.
Okay.
In New Jersey, we are tenants. In Kansas, we're the landowner. We're seasonal. We only make money in the summer. Kansas right now is doing okay. New Jersey has not recovered back to where it used to be since COVID. So what's at stake is, can we find that way to move to that next level, or are we gonna close?
How many people visit a year?
100,000,
Okay.
70,000 in Kansas.
So 30,000 in New Jersey. How do I think about your target audience and how you generate revenue?
The people who buy our tickets are moms. It's a challenge every year to figure out where are the moms.
That's a question we do ask every day.
And what's the answer to it?
We're trying to figure that out right now.
What I would love to see you do going forward is to build like a Salesforce CRM. One of the things that I want Guy to do is to install a Salesforce CRM, a customer relationship manager. It's a platform that allows you to collect data from each individual customer and communicate to them in a curated way going forward, motivating them to come back over and over again, or at a minimum, tell their friends. What does it cost to come?
The tickets are just under $20.
What other revenue exists?
We have a shop that is about 12% of our income.
What about from food and concessions?
A small amount. The food is less than 10% of what we make.
And how much is total revenue?
Last year was about $700,000.
Just for New Jersey?
Just for New Jersey,
okay.
Yes. I'm now planning how to make this thing go forward.
Tell me what that means.
So
Be
in
specific.
New Jersey, it means setting up a not-for-profit, Field Station Education Foundation.
And when is that going to happen?
It already is in process. The not-for-profit has been formed.
And how much is the operating budget a year?
About $780,000, about.
And the shortfall on an annual basis between general revenue, concessions, and merch
It's
is?
like $75,000.
Okay. And have you started raising any of the 75?
Yes, I've started already making the phone calls to the people who I know have the capacity to make the larger gifts.
After walking through the numbers with Guy, it's clear to me that he's short $75,000. So fundraising as a nonprofit will help make that up. But at the same time, He underscores his concessions and he underscores his merchandising shop. If he can just get $5 more per guest, buying a hot dog, buying a t-shirt, that's the difference between losing money and getting to a profit.
The park needs to succeed. We all want the park to succeed.
Are you worried?
Yeah,
Why?
because I love the park and I see the kids that come there every day. And those kids go through that front gate and they're walking towards the first dinosaur. Walking, no, they run.
Yeah.
And they're just so happy.
I'm fascinated by what you guys do. You are brighter than life, and you're doing God's work and figuring out how to teach kids how to think differently about themselves. I don't see an opportunity for me to invest, but I do see the value in what you do, and I see what's in your heart. So if you raise $25,000, I'll match it. I will tell you I have one condition.
Okay.
The $25,000 that I donate has to go into the merch store because I know that you could turn that inventory and make money doing it. That solves the problem. If he takes the $25,000 and he puts it into merchandise in his store, that $25,000 is going to become $75,000 a year. I honestly believe the donation that I made will actually generate enough revenue to have him break even. Is that something that you're open to?
Yeah, that's going to grow our revenue, and
I
we're
just
going to
want
need
the
that.
park to be there.
Yeah,
Because your heart would be broken if it wasn't.
that's true.
And so would a million kids. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
That's
It was
fantastic.
really nice meeting
Nice
you.
to meet you.
I'm so nervous.
Well, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
How are you? I'm Marcus.
Matt, nice to meet you, Marcus.
Matt?
Yeah.
Sam,
Sam, nice to meet you. This is a lot of players.
Yeah, welcome.
Wow.
Welcome to Spotted Leaf.
First of all, are you guys a couple?
We are, husband and wife.
Yeah.
And how'd you meet?
It was 11 years ago now in college.
We didn't get along at first.
You didn't get along at first.
She didn't like me
way.
very much.
Why's that?
She could.
So we are very different. You know, I'm very open with people. I'm like, oh, I love everybody. And he's all like, I hate everybody, right?
I came off that way.
Well, let's learn a little bit about your business,
All right,
then
cool.
I'll have a ton of questions.
All right,
Oh,
awesome.
cool. We got married during the pandemic on Zoom in our sunroom. So to make it feel a little less like our home, we got a bunch of like palm trees, large plants to just try to make it feel like we were getting married like in the tropics. So then that gave us the idea to create that space for other people too.
The front half of our store, 66%, is all retail. And then about 33% is dedicated to classes and events. So it's like a hybrid business.
Business in the front, party in the back. That's like the best way to describe it.
What were you doing the day before your wedding?
I used to work full-time as a process engineer.
Holy cow.
Yeah, yeah.
And then what did you do?
You know, like special improvement districts in downtown communities. So I was a marketing and events coordinator. Hey, thanks.
Yeah, good job. Let's keep going.
Come on in.
The dichotomy of background and interest that the two of you have is an unbelievable pairing for business.
Wow.
Because
Oh, that means so
process and
much.
creativity rarely find themselves together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, do I get to make something here?
Yeah, so you're
Okay.
gonna make our, like a specialty terrarium today. We do this for special events. It's just more abbreviated, all right?
I want a beer glass.
Okay.
Love that.
So the next step is sand, which goes on the bottom. I'm gonna show you an example first. So the key with the sand is take your time, all right? Just take deep breaths as we go through. We're gonna use a little bit at a time. So how we get this layering.
There's a big difference between Matt and Sam. She's like a free bird, but he's very specific, organized. How long does a class last?
Typical class lasts 90 minutes. 2.5 hour labor altogether for each class.
And how much is it?
It's $44 a ticket.
Take me through the math. I'm fascinated by your
Yes.
concept. I want to know if I can make any money. So how many in a class?
It's a minimum of 12.
Great. So how much revenue is that?
So for that, oh Lord.
This matters, by the way. This is your business model. And if you don't know your numbers, then I don't know what we're doing.
528.
That's me, there you go.
And now what is your cost for all the parts and materials?
$13.70.
Okay, times 12.
164.
What's the next thing?
So then we gotta subtract out the teacher cost. So it's 25 times 2.5.
62.5. 3015.
3015.
Okay.
Per class is how much we make if it's 12 people.
What's the margin on that class?
57.
And what's the margin on your retail sales?
62 for the business.
That's pretty good. So the margins in the back
Yeah.
are lower than the margins in the front. Why is that okay?
Because the back brings people in and then they buy stuff in the front.
Okay.
Plants are next. You have a choice of 3 plants here.
That one's great.
Okay.
Perfect.
How much revenue will you do on an annual basis?
Last year we did 679,000.
And what was the bottom line?
Bottom line was 142.
Great. So
All right. You feel good about it? You like it?
I do. I like it.
It's perfect.
What do you think the opportunity is here, and why did you want to talk about the opportunity with me?
Maybe opening up more, maybe just being able to have a bigger space to allow more gatherings, because right now we're doing a lot of no's, like saying no to a 50th birthday party, and the answer is no. We just want to share it with more people, and I think that's part of the reason why, you know, we're here. But I feel like we could really reach the next level with you. It's not just our business, but it's like ourselves at stake, because that's how invested we are in it.
Yeah, it's an extension of us.
Yeah. I kind of like the idea.